Hi, I'm Fuzzy Logic and welcome back to my survival series. This is episode number 8. Last episode we spent a lot of time looking for the new blocks and got quite a few plans for those blocks, and it involves this little area here. Just behind us is where I've been building and doing a lot of the stuff that we've done so far, but I'm turning my attention to some farms, some actual farms. Over in the distance there, as you can see, I have my sheep and I have my cows, and I want to sort of bring them a bit closer there because they're a bit of a pain to get to at the moment, but I want to bring them all together closer. I've also got over here, as you can see, some crops, and I just thought it'd be nice to actually try and actually turn this whole area here into a sort of farming area. I do like the rivers, but I'm probably going to sort of terraform a little bit and manipulate the river in a little bit more detail. But also, as you can see over here, I went and explored a little bit more. I went and explored a couple of shipwrecks and managed to find a moss block. And the moss blocks, I've been playing around with them a little bit in this area, trying to cover up some of the overly dark green area of the extreme hills. And I quite like it, but it does need a little bit more work. But anyway, I'm going to clear out the trees first, get rid of the birch and the oak, and then I've got a couple of small builds to do, and possibly one larger build, but we'll see how we get on. Pop down my ender chest, grab my axe, and just clear this area out. So watching this back in the edit, realised I didn't really get to the second small build. The big build took over really, and well, the small build's going to have to wait till next time. I'm not actually going to tell you what the small builds are, because you'll have to watch the rest of the video. I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I've cleared out the trees, and it's not quite as big an area as I thought it was. Yeah, I got a few bits and pieces. I was hoping for a bit more birch actually, because if I'm honest, one of the builds I've got planned for this little area needs a lot more birch than that. So I may have to head off into the woods and do some birch chopping, or I suppose I could use some saplings and grow some more up. Yeah, actually, let's just quickly sleep. Yeah, let me go and have a look at from my little vantage point again. So it's not a bad size, but I feel I want to connect some of this up. Now, whether I go all the way and connect this all the way to the back, I don't know. But I think I could probably connect that one in, and this one, yeah. So maybe I'll grab some dirt and fill this in and see how we get on from there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've done a little bit of terraforming, put all the so you can see, connected up some of the bits and pieces. Haven't quite finished over there yet. Believe it or not, I actually ran out of dirt. Yeah, and the main reason for that is I got a bit carried away over here. Yeah, I decided that I was just going to connect this side to this side and make it one big space. So I just started to play with sort of terraforming out this little section here. It's not quite there yet, but it's starting to look, it looks a bit regular at the side there, so I might have to do something about that. But it's, yeah, I just decided to connect this area to this area, so I've got much more space to play. It was feeling a little bit cramped up there. And so what I'll probably do is probably continue this all the way along and connect it all the way up over to here somewhere. And then the river will swing around the back and head off that way. So yeah, it'll be a bit like a big loop. But I do need to go and collect some more dirt and stuff before I start terraforming this. So the whole point of this exercise is to clear some space for some builds. I'm sure you don't just want to watch me place dirt blocks for half an hour. So yeah, I think it's time I got on with a little bit of a build. One of the good things about hunting for birch trees is you do end up finding bees, and that's what I want to build. I've spent a bit of time off camera taking those bee nests and creating some beehives. These are all full beehives, and these are, I think 2 of these are empty and 1 of them's full. As you can see, I've already collected some bits and pieces, but this is what the farm's going to be all about. With the new copper block and candles, honeycombs has become really, really useful. So I'm going to create a little honeycomb farm, little bee farm. And yeah, I'm going to plonk it somewhere over here somewhere. Go and grab some materials. Start putting it together. It's a really simple design, but yeah, we'll just get cracking. So I've laid out the little area for the bee farm. It's not going to be massive, but as I say, a lot of this survival series stuff is not about building the biggest farms in the world. Sometimes it's just about building a farm that's going to provide you with the most useful stuff. And that's really what this is about. So what's going to happen is the beehive's going to go along here. Okay, and then we have observers. We're going to look at the beehives. We need a bit of the block at the back here. Yep, so beehives, row of observers, observing the beehives as the bees come in and out. Put a trapdoor on here. As this block gets broken, or as this block gets updated, get a little flick. And that's enough so that if I observe that, I can then trigger a dispenser to fire downwards. No, that's an observer. So there's some dispensers facing downwards. And I'll load these up with shears. All that will do is every time the bees come in and out, it will try and harvest it, try and shear it. And as you can see, very simple. All I really need to do is connect a chest to this end. Pretty much the basis of the farm. All I need to do is to put the beehives in, but I'm going to leave that for another time. Got a little trapdoor here in case for when I need to get in and out. And yeah, so it's just a case of building up the walls and the structure around it. As you can see, obviously starting to make use of some of the new blocks, calcite, deep slate, and just got a little design that utilizes a few more of those blocks. So let's see how it goes. So while we watch this lovely first-person time lapse, I just thought I'd get your opinions on something. This is already episode 8 in the series, and only a couple away from number 10, which is massive. I didn't think I'd make it that far, but I want to do something a little different for it, rather than just the building and farming. So maybe I should take on something big, like the ocean monuments. We've got at least 4 in this world that I know of, and so maybe we could go and take on some Elder Guardians and grab some sponges. Or, I don't know, the end still remains unfreed, I suppose is the way I think about it. So maybe I'll just go and take on the Ender Dragon. Some Elytra would certainly be good fun. Anyway, I'll leave it sort of up to you, really. Write in the comments, what would you rather I did? Would you rather I took on ocean monuments or freed the end? Let me know. Absolutely love these lightning rods, these lightning conductors. They look so cool as like little tie bars or something like that. You know, things that actually holding everything together, the structure together. I'm also going to be using copper on the roof. I'm just laying out the pattern a little bit here first, and I can go up and finish off on the top. Okay, let's finish getting this roof in place. So we can do that on that side, and oop, fell in a hole. And that one, like that. Yeah, good. So let's get on top and start laying out this roof. I'm going to put the copper roof on. I'm going to let it green up, I think, a little bit. Yeah, start putting some of the copper in. Super bright at the moment. I have to say I would prefer it if you also had the studded versions of slabs, but you know, minor problems really. Does provide some nice variation though. I suppose more of the variation will come with the actual copper as it ages, as it goes dark. Okay. Did I bring any chains? I think I may have forgotten. I'll get some chains. Ah, look at that. Looking quite lovely. Not sure about the white underneath it though. Right. I have to say I was hoping to get this done before night time, so I could get all of the bees in before it got dark. It would appear that was not to be. It's okay. Time to dump some junk. Don't need glass. So we've got the beehives. That may be too many lanterns. All closed up. And this is the last one. There we go. Except I forgot to put the shears in. Okay. I'll do for now. So hopefully, when I sleep, they should all wake up. Let's see. Oh, look at all the bees. That's a lot of bees. That's quite a bit of honeycomb. Nice. Probably didn't need quite so many bees. But there we go. There's still a couple of babies in there as well, but they'll grow up. And this will age, and then I'll be able to wax it with the honeycomb. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Looks quite cool. Do something about this later. But It's not a bad start. Right, that can be pottering away while I figure out the rest of the terraforming. Oh, my birch retrieval. Well, back up here on my little spot. And let's just take a look at where we're at. There we go. As you can see, I did find some more dirt. And yeah, I filled in this little space around here. I've left a little space to get down into the river there. And I'll probably continue on a little bit further. But the main thing was to collect some resources. I found a little birch forest, did a little bit of harvesting. And yeah, I'll probably do some a bit more terraforming over here at a later date. But what I want to do is I want to get started on my build. I've sort of been putting this off because I've been waiting for replay mod to be available. Yeah, so hopefully it all works. Got my resources. Oh, and yeah, well, I've been just doing a little bit of terraforming. Yeah, the bee farm's going all right, actually. Pretty good. So this will undoubtedly be clicking away as I build this little structure here. I suspect we'll have loads and loads of copper. It is just about starting to oxidize though, but it does really slow. Anyway, let's grab some resources and let's get started. that was pretty epic build. It's about 5 hours worth of time lapse condensed down there for you. Pretty chuffed with this, and it looks really, really nice. So I've tried to do a little bit of sort of prettifying around the edges here, but yeah, it's a little bit of work. Oh, live sniping. Again. Yay, nice. This is probably the most complicated build that I've done so far, and it includes my first ever custom tree. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for 5 years, and I have to say that my style up until this YouTube series has been very symmetrical. A bit more like the beehive here. But I don't know, I just wanted to really push myself. Let me just sleep for a sec. See it in the daytime. It's a great noise. Oh yeah, just by the way, while I've been building this, as I say, probably about 5 hours, I think I might have enough honeycomb. So I might switch it over to an actual honey farm at some point. But yeah, plenty of honeycomb. Need to make some candles and things really. But I can't stop looking at this thing. Oh yeah, this is a temporary cow farm. I moved one from over there just a bit closer because this is supposed to be a farmhouse. And yeah, I'm going to probably move the sheep, which live on this island at the moment, over here as well. So I might go back and tweak the roof a little bit. It's a little bit uniform at the moment, but one of the reasons why that build took so long is I rebuilt this top roof about 3 times, I think. Could not get it right. I thought I'd got it cracked at one point, and then watched a bit of the replay and realised I'd built it all shifted to the right by a block. Anyway, so maybe the roof at a later stage. Might add some different textures in there, but for now I'm happy with that. Just at the back here, built a little sort of pen, and inside here you can see it's not finished. I do intend to finish the inside of this building. I'm going to put a floor in here, going to put something down in this bit, probably going to do a basement as well, and then a sort of a living area up the top here, top 2 floors, we'll see. So yeah, got a few other bits and pieces I need to do around the front here, make it look a bit more farmy, and clearly there's still an awful lot of terraform that I need to do. But no, you didn't really want to watch me just placing down dirt blocks for half an hour. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me build this. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. It's been an interesting episode. Building the beehive over there, and then a bit of terraforming. Can't believe I'm actually standing on top of the whole river. But terraforming is started, but I think there's a lot more to do. And yeah, of course, the farmhouse, which I'm still really, really pleased with. I think it looks great. I'd love to know your comments. Please feel free to leave them. Leave your thoughts on my build. It has been really nice to be using some of the 117 blocks. And yeah, pretty chuffed, pretty pleased. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like on the video. It really helps out. And wow, this episode took a long time to put together. So yeah, just let me know if you enjoyed it. Please, obviously, once again, please feel free to leave some comments. What do you think of the build? How do I make custom trees? Yeah, if you want to see more of this and want to see more of what I'm getting up to in this survival series, consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos. Thanks very much indeed for watching to the end. See you next episode. Bye.